Welcome to Neat Fast Forward. Today we will discuss about a quantity called coefficient of restitution. Coefficient of restitution tells us about the nature of collision. So what is a collision? What do we mean by collision basically? Collision is a process wherein velocity of the interacting particles change suddenly or abruptly. Okay, so what do we mean by that? Say for example, there is a body of mass m moving with a velocity 10 meter per second, and there is a wall here. Okay, so after hitting the wall, let us suppose that the ball comes back with the same velocity of minus 10 meter per second, but in the opposite direction. What happened? Initially the velocity was 10 meter per second. Immediately after collision, suddenly the velocity is minus 10 meter per second. So there is a sudden change in velocity of a magnitude equal to 20. Okay, if there is a sudden change, we say that the body is undergoing collision. There are two types of collision. One is elastic collision. Okay. So elastic collision is a collision in which kinetic energy is constant. The above example is an example for elastic collision only, because initial kinetic energy is half mv square. Final kinetic energy is also half mv square. Since the speed is not changing, mass is same, kinetic energy is fixed. So this is an example for elastic collision. Then one more type is inelastic collision. So if there is a kinetic energy loss, then the corresponding collision we call it as inelastic collision. Say for example, a body is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second, hits a wall. Okay, after hitting the ball, if it comes with a lesser velocity, say 6 meter per second, then what happened? There is a kinetic energy loss. Okay, so corresponding collision we call it as inelastic collision. If 100% of kinetic energy is lost, then we call it as perfectly inelastic collision. Okay, for elastic collisions, coefficient of restitution. What is coefficient of restitution? Is equal to relative velocity of separation divided by relative velocity of approach. Okay, so that is equal to, in mathematical form we can write coefficient of restitution is represented by small letter e, that is equal to, so v2 minus v1 divided by u1 minus u2. Okay, so let us suppose that so let me consider one case of elastic collision in one dimension. Okay, so there is a mass, okay, m1, which is initially moving with velocity u1. Okay, then there is one more body of mass m2, which is initially moving with the velocity u2. Okay, they collide each other. So after collision, say m1 is moving with a velocity v1, m2 is moving with velocity v2. Now we'll apply law of conservation of momentum. So according to law of conservation of momentum, what is initial momentum? m1 u1, okay, plus m2 u2 is equal to, what is final momentum? m1 v1 plus m2 v2. m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So I have applied law of conservation of linear momentum and have written one equation. Okay, I'll simplify this equation little bit. So this m1 and m1, I'll group these two terms together. So I'll throw this m1 v1 to LHS. So what happens? m1 into u1 minus v1 will be equal to m2 into v2 minus u2. Okay, this m2 u2 is thrown to RHS. So I'll name this as equation number 1. Now what I'll do, I'll use law of conservation of kinetic energy. If I use law of conservation of kinetic energy, what is initial kinetic energy? Kinetic energy of this plus kinetic energy of this, half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square is equal to final kinetic energy. Kinetic energy of this plus kinetic energy of this. So half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. Here what happens? Half is common everywhere, gets cancelled. And let us group m1. So what I can write? m1 into u1 square minus v1 square equal to m2 into this term goes to RHS, v2 square minus u2 square. Okay, now I'll name this equation as equation number 2. Now what if I perform 1 by 2, equation 1 divided by equation 2? So then this m1 and m1 gets cancelled, correct? Then m2 and m2 gets cancelled. Okay, so here I have u1 minus v1 divided by u1 square minus v1 square. This is in the form of a square minus b square, that is equal to a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b equal to, so here what I have, v2 minus u2 divided by, this can be written as v2 plus u2 into v2 minus u2. So now what happens? You see, v2 minus u2 gets cancelled, u1 minus v1 gets cancelled. So we are left with u1 plus v1 is equal to v2 plus u2, or I can write it as u1 minus u2 equal to v2 minus v1. So what happened here? I can write this as, okay, v2 minus v1 divided by u1 minus u2 is equal to E. So this is coefficient of restitution now. So according to coefficient of restitution, you see here relative velocity of separation divided by relative velocity of approach. But since these two are equal, the ratio is equal to 1. Since I am speaking about elastic collision, the ratio I got it is equal to 1. Now I'll consider a case of perfectly inelastic collision. Okay, if it is a perfectly inelastic collision, what happens we will see. In the case of perfectly inelastic collision, what happens? After collision, both the bodies stick together. Okay, since there is a 100% kinetic energy loss, let us suppose that there is a body of mass m1 and that m1 is moving with velocity u1. Okay, and there is a body m2 and that body m2, say that m2 is at rest, u2 is equal to 0. Okay, so they collide each other. After collision, so m1 and m2, they stick together and move with a common velocity v. Now what happens? Now I'll apply law of conservation of linear momentum. According to law of conservation of linear momentum, I get m1 u1 is equal to, or I'll use the equation of coefficient of restitution. What is coefficient of restitution? E is equal to v2 minus v1 divided by v1 divided by u1 minus u2. Okay, u1 value is known, u2 value is 0. Since v2 equal to v1 is equal to v, okay, since they are moving with common velocity, the numerator becomes 0. If the numerator becomes 0, coefficient of restitution is 0. So we can come to a conclusion that if the collision is perfectly elastic, if the collision is perfectly elastic, coefficient of restitution is 1. Okay, we have seen in the previous discussion. If the collision is completely inelastic, so this is completely inelastic, perfectly inelastic. Why it is perfectly inelastic? Because after the collision, the colliding bodies are moving together with a common speed. If the collision is perfectly inelastic, then coefficient of restitution is equal to 0. Okay. Then for all other collisions, E value will be between 0 and 1. For all other collisions, E value will be between 0 and 1. Now in this case, we can also calculate the kinetic energy loss. Okay. In the case of inelastic collision, perfectly inelastic collision one dimension, we can calculate kinetic energy loss. So how to do that? Initially, we'll apply law of conservation of linear momentum and we'll calculate the common velocity. Then how to calculate kinetic energy loss? Kinetic energy loss is equal to initial kinetic energy minus final kinetic energy. Okay. So initially, what was the kinetic energy? Initially, only M1 had the kinetic energy. Kinetic energy of M2 was 0. So initial kinetic energy is half M1 U1 square. Okay. Final kinetic energy is half into, now the mass is M1 plus M2 because they are moving together, into V square. So what equation I can write? Initial kinetic energy is half M1 U1 square minus half into M1 plus M2 into V square. So what is V? What is the value of V? To find the value of V, here I should apply law of conservation of linear momentum. So what I'll do here, so initial momentum is M1 U1, here the momentum was 0, final momentum is M1 plus M2 into V. Okay, so what I'll do, according to law of conservation of linear momentum, M1 U1 is equal to M1 plus M2 into V, or V is equal to M1 U1 divided by M1 plus M2. Okay, so what I got, this value of V, I'll substitute in this equation. So what happens? Kinetic energy loss equal to half M1 U1 square minus half M1 plus M2 into V square. V square means M1 square U1 square divided by M1 plus M2 whole square. So 1 M1 plus M2 and 1 M1 plus M2 gets cancelled. So I can simplify this equation a little. I can take the LCM, or I can take this half M1 U1 square common. Correct, no? Half M1 U1 square common. If I take half M1 U1 square common, I am left with, here this goes out and 1 is remaining. Half goes out, M1 goes out, U1 square goes out. So M1 remains in the numerator divided by M1 plus M2, or simplifying further, kinetic energy loss is equal to half M1 U1 square into, taking LCM, M1 plus M2 minus M1 divided by M1 plus M2. So plus M1 minus M1 gets cancelled. So therefore kinetic energy loss in the case of perfectly inelastic collision in one dimension is given by half into M1 into M2 divided by M1 plus M2 into U1 square. Now here you observe all the terms are positive only. Half is a constant, all these mass is positive. Okay, even though U1 is negative, when you square it becomes positive. So kinetic energy loss is positive. Means what? There is some definite loss in kinetic energy, because if the initial kinetic energy is more and the final kinetic energy less, then the kinetic energy loss will be positive. Yeah, thank you very much.